Hi there and welcome back. Okay, so this week's Your Money episode is all about keeping your money safe. This is a big thing in a lot of households. And Gordon, we've heard all about these types of scams that are still evolving, but who needs to be on the lookout exactly?
Well, the short answer is everyone. A lot of people associate scams with seniors and thinking that's the only population that needs to be worried about this. But there's some new data from the FBI and some other organizations that show a lot of scammers and hackers are starting to target young adults, 18 to 24-year-olds. And one of the experts that we spoke with said a big reason for that is that they grew up in the world of the internet and online shopping, and their guard might be down because they're just used to clicking on things, they're used to buying things, and everything being a little bit, easier in terms of just accessing products on the internet. And so that's something that some scammers are starting to go after, is people is just sending them a bad link or to try to get them to purchase something from a bad website. So young adults, they have to be worried about this as well.
Oh gosh, you bring up a good point. It's so accessible now, right? And so when I think about some of these scams, maybe what are some of those scams and what are some of those cyber crimes that we really need to be on the lookout for right now?
And yeah, there's so many scams that are out there, and a lot of them are kind of like the same scam, just kind of modernized with a twist. But one thing that a couple of the experts said that they're really starting to see is with all of the confusion going on with student loans and borrowing and the student loan forgiveness, they're starting to see some scams in that space, because a lot of these young adults that have loans or are applying to college are looking for information. They want to know what's going on, and they might be willing to click on a link that could get them into trouble. So that's one area that they're starting to see some growth. They're also seeing a scam called pig butchering. It's kind of a graphic term, but it's basically a different approach. Instead of sending out a bunch of bad links to a bunch of people, it's targeting one individual person, kind of developing a relationship with that person, developing some trust, and it's called kind of fattening them up like a pig, getting their trust, and eventually drain their bank account. And it comes in all shapes and forms. There's sometimes where it's as simple as you get a text message or an email that's for the wrong person, and then they say, oh, I'm sorry, wrong person, but oh, how are you, or something like that. And they just start up a friendly conversation, and eventually, before they know it, there's a friendship there's a connection. They tell them about a great business opportunity or an investment opportunity, and then they drain your bank account.
Golly, I mean, obviously everybody wants to keep their money safe. Any fast and hard rules that you think will help people before we go?
Yeah, whenever I do these stories, the experts always say multi-factor authentication. It's basically sending, so whenever you sign into your account, you get a special code sent to your message, your phone on text, or an email. And that's another layer of protection. And that's something just very simple that we can do. I know it's a little bit of a pain to add a couple of extra seconds every time you log into an account. But when you're talking about your bank account or your 401k or your retirement account, people can have thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in their retirement account. And you really should have that extra layer of protection when you're talking about that much money.
Hey, take some extra time, save your money. Gordon, thank you so much. And of course, we have even more tips in this week's episode of Your Money. It's available on KARE 11 Plus right now.